Welcome back to Food Wars Part 2, where our kitchen ninja Soma is busy slicing, dicing, and spicing his way through more gastronomical bliss with a dash of absurdity and a pinch of why are the clothes falling off mystery. At Polar Star Dorm, Sleeping Beauty Soma is woken up by Ishiki because it's their harvest day. Accompanied by Yuki, Sona gets a glimpse of how Shun and other dorm members help maintain a fresh supply of the finest ingredients to help them make world-class dishes. They finally reach the plantation garden looked after by Ishiki, which has 10 kinds of vegetables growing, and as per usual, he's plowing the field. Naked! Don't blame us, as we had issued a warning of reoccurring butt flash in our previous recap, which you should totally go check out after this, thanks! Anyways, Megami brings a basket of fresh vegetables, which Soma tries and finds super delicious. Since growing vegetables is a part of their training, they spend their morning harvesting vegetables together. Nothing beats a good meal after working so hard, and Megami is ready with a rice ball trio feast that is made in different flavors. Each flavor is unique and coupled with barley and roasted tea sends them into a never-ending bliss. Soma, however, is curious why Megami can't cook like this in the class, since the food she just made is excellent. Megami reveals she has performance anxiety. In this crazy-looking school, Soma stumbles upon the Rice Bowl Research Society, led by the disheartened Kenichi, who's on the verge of closing the club due to a lack of support, and an impending food war challenge from Erina's ally. Inspired by Soma's interest in their innovative rice bowl dishes, Kenichi's spirits are briefly revived, dreaming of creating the ultimate bowl. Yet, despair quickly returns as he recounts Erina's influence over club resources, leading to his club's current predicament and the departure of its members. Suddenly, a group of contractors arrives along with said accomplice, Ikumi Mito, who's already planning to tear down the place and intimidating Kenichi with her badass attitude and shopping Kenichi's foot-long hair. Ikumi is well known for being the ultimate meat master. There is zero chance of survival with the upcoming food war. This doesn't worry Soma though, and he gladly volunteers to take on the battle on behalf of Bowl Club. His condition? He must withdraw from Tusky if he fails, but if he wins, Ikumi must join the Cheep Bowl Club. With the food war against Ikumi and her elite A5 beef looming, Soma, Kenichi, and Megami brainstorm strategies. Kenichi's despair deepens at the thought of facing such high-quality meat. Soma proposes a bold plan. They'll fight beef with beef, proving that their club's skill can turn less expensive cuts into dishes that rival or surpass A5 grade in taste. It's a challenge to highlight the Bowl Club's ethos of fast, affordable, and delicious cuisine. With literal pennies in their pockets, they begin practicing, and Soma cooks several dishes for Kenichi, but with the aha factor missing. They are not win-worthy. Frustrated, Megami suggests Soma take a break. When Soma gets an idea, he asks Kenichi for any leftover steak and creates a crazy tender meat dish that perfectly melts in the mouth. This might just work. It is the day of the challenge. Erina and the entire school gather to witness the epic battle, hoping for Soma's downfall. The rice bowl battle begins. Main ingredient, meat. Ikumi showcases her mastery over premium A5 beef, artfully preparing it with a mix of precision and affection that borders on the poetic. As she confidently advances with her gourmet techniques, Soma counters with humble beginnings, skillfully handling onions and cheap meat on sale. Ikumi, confident she'll win, mocks Soma's choice, only to be caught off guard by the enticing aroma of his sauteing onions that sends her wobbling. Ikumi's rice bowl, made with the best grade meat tenderized to perfection, tickles the palates of the judges in all the good ways. But Soma's chalapin steak bowl with pickled plum rice makes the judges float in the dish, and they end up finishing their bowls and asking for seconds. Ikumi is still not satisfied, so Soma offers her a bowl, and the first bite moves her to tears and takes her to her childhood when her father tore her teddy bear because he wanted his daughter to become strong. This dish reminds Ikumi that it's okay to be herself. Soma wins the challenge and also manages to pull strings in Ikumi's heart with his smile and positive attitude. Soma ends up not joining Bowl Club since he just wanted to add a new dish to his restaurant's menu. Now for the main event. It's that time of the year when Tusky organizes a high-intensity training camp. Instead of being exciting, it's a circle of hell for new students since the difficult cooking challenges are insane. On top of that, the immediate expulsion of failing the task makes things worse. Megami's soul leaves her body after hearing how fierce the competition is, but Ishiki is sure that everyone in Polar Star will come back, which is enough to encourage them. The day of the camp, the students are taken to a super luxury Totsuki resort hotel.
Good morning, students. Welcome to the required training camp. This will be your home for 6 days. Please welcome the Totsuki graduates who will be your judges for the many challenges you will face. If you fail to impress, you are a worthless, pathetic failure, and you will be asked to leave the academy.
You there, in the 9th row. No, the idiot next to you. You, my friend, are expelled.
Wait, what? You're kicking me out?
That's right. You're wearing a scented hair product, right? That will mask the scent of your cooking. And well, that won't do. So get out.
No, you're expelling me just for that?
That disgusting scent is enough to lose customers, you troll. Are you trying to destroy my restaurant? That'll be all. Get out of my sight.
Damn, don't want to be on his bad side. After meeting the graduates, the students are divided, and Soma ends up in Group F, led by Chef Hinako. He is paired with Megami, much to her relief. However, Chef Hinako points to an empty table and asks the students to prepare Japanese cuisine. The students look confused, so she asks them to look carefully and hints there are plenty of ingredients out in nature within the fenced area. Time starts now. The students run out like poultry chicken, some with an aim and some clueless about what they'll make for the challenge. Soma remains calm and isn't fazed even when Takami tries to pick a fight with him. Soma and most of the class end up choosing the easiest ingredient to catch: fish. But when Takami shows up with a skinned duck, everybody starts cursing their brains. With great precision, Takami and his twin brother, Isami, starts the preparations. And Takami finally reveals they both come from a family-owned restaurant, same as Soma, which is why he wants to put Soma in his place. The brothers impress with their precise knife skills and delectable grilled duck, earning them a pass from Chef Hinako. Energized by their success, Soma is eager to prove himself. When Hinako agrees to judge them individually, Soma finalizes what he's going to make and snatches Chef Hinako's rice crackers for his dish, all within the rules of the competition, and runs out with Megami to get more ingredients. Team after team fails. With only 15 minutes left, Soma gets in his super chef mode and is surprisingly able to find fresh eggs to use with the rice crackers to create crispy deep fried fish and mountain vegetables with Japanese mayo, which sends Hinako into a foodgasmic experience with Rice Cracker Man. Soma and Megami pass the test, but when Hinako is asked to decide who won between Soma and Takami, she has trouble making up her mind. An immediate phone call saves her from choosing, and she rushes everybody back to the hotel. Takami warns Soma that the test to determine the best between the two is not over yet. After the intense competition, the students' hopes for rest are dashed by a new challenge. Prepare 50 steak servings for a group of bodybuilders or no dinner for students. Despite their exhaustion, they dive into the task. Better get busy feeding those hefty men. They've got 1 hour. Soma finishes first, thanks to his experience. Planning to retreat to the Angry Nerds room for dinner, he first seeks a bath, only to accidentally encounter Erina post-bath, leading to a tense moment with her assistant Hisako.
What in God's name do you think you are doing in here?
Oh, I just laid Aaron on the floor.
Huh? Oh my God, do not listen to a word he says.
Soma, unfazed by the commotion, departs to finally take his bath. He is the first person to be alone in the bath, or so he thought. That ripped body scares Soma initially until they start talking, and Soma realizes he is not that scary. Chef Gin reveals that there was another student who finished first last year too, Mr. 7th Seat Ishiki. He also narrates stories about Erina's god tongue being the real deal. She can name different salts completely blindfolded, crazy, right? Oh great, Lao Takami is here. Chef Gin gets up, flashing his family jewels nonchalantly, shaking hands with Soma before leaving. All the Polar Star members eventually gather in the angry nerd Zenji's room, ready to play cards. Wait, never mind. The majority are too sleepy, but Megami, she's still wide awake and confesses after being paired with Soma, she is starting to believe in herself. On the second day of the camp, Chef Kojaro introduces a solo challenge, creating a terrine of 9 vegetables. The task leaves Megami anxious, especially when she's knocked over in the scramble for ingredients. She regains her composure but faces another hurdle with only oxidized cauliflower left. Eee. Determined to not lean on Soma for assistance, particularly after witnessing Chef Kojaro dismiss 2 students for merely talking, Megami digs deep into her culinary knowledge to proceed. As expected, Soma passes the challenge, but without much reaction from Kojaro. Megami is the last to present her dish, and after taking a bite, Kojaro fires Megami without hesitation. She freezes in shock, but musters the courage to ask why. He explains she used wine vinegar to bleach the oxidized cauliflower and enhance the dish's flavor, and yet wine vinegar was not in the recipe. Therefore, she's out. However, Soma intervenes, arguing that the subpar quality of the vegetables forced Megami to adapt, and criticizes Kojiro for not ensuring the freshness of the ingredients provided. He admits that he intended to deliberately test and eliminate competitors. Fumes arise as MasterChef threatens to expel Soma for challenging him. Soma, ready to punch Kojiro, is calmed by Megami's reassuring smile. Despite this, Soma refuses to let the issue go. Alright, Mr. Graduate, I challenge you to a food war. Is that allowed? Looks like you'll have to wait for the next recap. If you enjoyed this and want more tasty content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to never miss a dish. Until next time, keep your apron on and your taste buds ready for more food showdowns. Bon appetit!